Hi, YouTube family. This is my daughter, Lindsay, and she had a very, very powerful prophetic dream last night that I thought that she should definitely share with you guys. I think this dream is definitely a dream of the time, um, the signs of the times that we're in. So just listen closely, and she's going to tell you the dream. Listen to Prophetess Lindsay.
So last night I was asleep and I had a dream that me and my friends were in Mexico and we were walking on top of the houses because I think that's what they do in Mexico. We were walking on top of the houses and then all of a sudden like I was following my friends on top of the houses and one of my friends so happened to be from Mexico and we jumped off the roofs of the house and this time it was no airbag when me and my friends jumped off and then we seen somebody else and they're like, look, there was an airbag. So then we continued moving forward, and we went to these stations. You can either get on like a spinny Ferris wheel to go to the destination, or you can get on the bus for 350. And then so my one of my friends wanted to get on the bus that cost 350, and the two friends they wanted to get on the Ferris wheel. But if you get on either one, it take you to the same destination, and we were trying to go to the Mexican restaurant. So then I got on the bus with my friend because she was gonna be there by herself, and I was trying to debate which one I want to get on, and then I end up going with my friend and getting off the bus and leaving her, and they were like, "Why would you leave her behind?" And then that was just something for me to think about in the dream. Then moving forward, we met at the Mexican restaurant, and it was like these. Have you ever like seen like a orangish, tannish, or orange reddish color? It was like the light bulb color. That was the light. And then the people, do you know how they spin around in the little tuxedos? The women, it was just people just spinning around. And then back when I was walking on the top of the building, God was giving me warnings, and I was just like, like I'm ready. And he was giving me signs, and I was just kind of like ignoring it and keep moving forward. And then he was like, Lindsay, and then I'll be like, no, moving forward. I'm having fun with my friends. I'm ready. I'm prepared. Stuff like that. And then when I got to the restaurant, he said that I am closer to America. I am closer like America is to Mexico. And I was like, huh? And then on the news, it was people saying that it is lava flowing everywhere, coming to wash the city. And that, as soon as that said, the lava washed where we were at the restaurant. It just washed us away. Have you ever like built a sandcastle and like built something and it just, have you ever been like at the
On the
beach where
beach.
water and then it just go, the water flows and then wash away the sand and it's flat? That's how the lava came and just washed and melt the buildings away. It just melt the building. The building, it didn't break, nothing fell, it just melted away. That's just boom. And then all of a sudden I I see my friends burning, and I did get burned. If you ever like got bitten by a mosquito and you're itched it and it's like dots in your, and you squeeze it and you see dots, it was like a burnt mosquito bite. It was really burned like how my skin was. And then so then I got taken away, and all my friends, they were burnt. They were just washed under this lake, this fire, and I got taken to like a second Earth or something like that. And then
What about the door? Remember?
yeah, the door opened and I
Okay.
got taken to the
It,
second Earth,
it
and it
sucked
just
you in.
closed.
Right.
It wasn't like really a door, but it was like a little. It looked like it's like a, I would call it a door, but it was like an entrance. You just like a portal just go,
A
and it just
portal.
closed.
That's a good word for it.
And
Okay.
then it just closed, and then you just shut off to the world. You can't go back. It can't go. It's like if you time travel and you go inside the time travel, you can't go. You can't go back, and you can't go back at all. It's just like traveling to 19 whatever. You can't go back. It's just like
Okay.
that, and um yeah, and it just closed off, and I was just remembering, like, hold on, like, my friend, there's some people burning there, they're dead, like, they're burning back there. And then so I was crying because because my friends, and God was like, don't cry because you're not there. Be He said, praise me because yeah, he said praise me. I don't want to like put words in it, but he said praise me, and I was like praising him. I couldn't really praise him like that because I was too worried about like wow, like my friends, like wow, like people burnt, like what happened? And then he said it was 5 of us that was in there, and it's this special ed student that's in my class, and he was also there with me, but I couldn't really see Jesus or God or anybody, but I can hear his voice so clearly, and it was the 5 of us, and we were listening to him, and um, oh, y'all wonder why the things that y'all go through, you was not made like this, until something was inside of you to make you like this. You were never of the world until you came into the world and they corrupted you, and you was shaped into this person that you were never supposed to be, but you're about to be shaped back because you were never like that. So we're gonna bring you back to who you really are, because you were never
Amen.
like that. And then so I was just sitting there listening, and then he told me that I was brilliant. He said a word with an M, but
Marvelous.
I don't remember the word, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to get it mistaken.
Okay.
That he said these things to me, and then it was like a second earth. And then he said that we had things to do. Like just the things I didn't do on the earth, I had to do it on this earth. And it was like an angel, a lady. She had this profile of thick papers that I had to do on the earth, and I went in and I had to do my job, and I just seen a lot of people walking around just like normal, like on the earth that we live now. It was like the earth, it was like that. And then it was the 5 of us, and we had to go on our journeys to finish up what we didn't do on the earth. And yeah.
Right. So yeah, this is a very powerful dream. One thing that took me in this dream was that when they got sucked into this portal, it was 5 of them, which is the number of grace. And so I think that's important. 5 is the number of grace, and so that's something to really think about. And yeah, people. So y'all analyze the dream. I've already kind of broke it down, and we kind of know that we're in the end times, and so we're trying to definitely continue to do the will and the work of God. And I hope that everyone out there is definitely in your purpose and doing the things that God has called you to do. So blessings. We love you from my family to yours. And yeah, tell them
And I
bye.
prophesied this, that it's going to be buildings that catch on fire. Things are going to be catching on fire, just catching on fire. And people are going to be like, where's this fire coming from? But it's going to be warnings to let you know. There's going to be warnings to let you
Right.
know. There's going to be fires everywhere. It's going to be on the news. There's going to be things catching on fire.
Right.
And that's when you need to know, like,
That
that's
this
when you need to,
this is
that's,
coming to
yeah,
pass.
you're
Right.
right.
So what she said earlier was that when she was in her closet and she was praying that
Night
she
before.
seen that there was going to be these fires that just sparked out of the blue all
And
across
buildings.
all and buildings just that are just going to catch on fire. Nobody's going to know how they actually caught on fire, but they're going to burn. She said, when you see this, know that the time is near. And that's what she got in her prayer time. So we're not saying we're setting the date that God is coming back tomorrow, next week, next year. We're just saying that we are in end times, and that he is definitely showing signs and wonders as the Bible tells us about. So just be watching and look out on the news for the fires that are just going to happen just out of the blue, as it did. I think it was in, I forget, was it Atlanta or somewhere, wherever this fire came, and some really weird stuff just happened. But anyway, we won't keep you guys long. And God bless you guys. You guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning.
Bye.
Bye.